Hi there. On January 25th, Coca-Cola came out with a brand new product, Coca-Cola with coffee.
Now you can take your coffee break with bubbles. Introducing Coca-Cola with coffee, infused with Brazilian coffee.
The tagline is that it sips like a Coke and finishes like a coffee. But what is it? Looking at the ingredients, we see that it is carbonated water, coffee powder, flavors, caffeine, sucralose, which is an artificial sweetener, and various preservatives. In other words, this is just a regular Coca-Cola, but with coffee powder added in. Why? Why is this a thing? The idea, according to Coca-Cola's own website, is that since half of all heavy Coke drinkers are also heavy coffee drinkers, then why not create a product combining the elements of both? For all those times in which you're confused by the situation in life such that you can't figure out which you'd rather have. Do you want coffee or do you want Coke? For instance, it's 3 p.m. and you're at work. Do you grab a Coke or do you grab a coffee? I can't decide. I can't decide. The pressure. Oh man, what do I do? Do I drink a Coke or do I drink a coffee? Which is it? I can't decide. These are the sorts of situations that Coca-Cola is desperately trying to avoid. By combining Coke and coffee into one drink with a total of 65 milligrams of caffeine, now you no longer have to choose. Coca-Cola's made the decision for you. So what are you waiting for? Grab a Coca-Cola with coffee. Okay, maybe I exaggerated the reasoning a bit here, but only a little. I'm sorry, but the justification for this product is just batshit crazy. I bet that most people who shop at the grocery store are also people who like to sleep in beds, but that doesn't mean they want to sleep at the grocery store. Do you see what I'm saying here? Is it possible that the reason people who love to drink coffee also tend to drink Coke is largely in order to get caffeine? But the average amount of caffeine in a Coca-Cola with coffee is only 65 milligrams. An 8-ounce cup of coffee is definitely more than 65 milligrams on average. I'm sorry, Coca-Cola, but 65 is not going to be enough. I'm going to need much more than that. I'm serious. Of course, the other rationale for drinking coffee is because of delicious taste. I drink a lot of coffee, and part of the enjoyment in doing so is the warmth of the beverage itself, the smell that comes from the cup, and the overall satisfaction of specifically tasting coffee. You want to know how to ruin that for me? Dump a bunch of Coke in my coffee. Try that sometime. Make a nice hot cup of coffee and then just dump a Coke in it. Voila! You have coffee with Coke. I like Coke. I like coffee. And I also like peanut butter and coleslaw. But that doesn't mean I want to put these things together. Why not just put everything you like into one big bucket and serve it up? Isn't that what a trough basically is? Now I'm not being fair. This product isn't quite the same as just bluntly dumping coffee in my Coke or vice versa. But it's been specially formulated by food chemists. I'm sure it's much better than that. So let's give it a try, shall we? There are supposed to be 3 different flavors available nationwide. I was able to procure 2 out of 3 flavors today. Vanilla with 0 sugar, and dark blend. The absent flavor is caramel. I don't know where that is, but it's out there somewhere. Each can is 12 fluid ounces, which is the only size available at this time. Let's do the vanilla flavor first. Look at that flavor head. That is an intense head of flavor right there. That's what you want when you pour a coffee-infused Coca-Cola. You want a big flavor head. Well, it's black. It looks like Guinness. Let's smell it. It sounds like Coke. It tastes kind of like a flat vanilla Coke. It's not bad, it's sweet. The sharpness has definitely been nullified a little bit by whatever they added to this, which is coffee powder. It doesn't taste very bitter, and I guess that would be on account of all the sugar, or the sucralose in this case, that they've added, but it's certainly It certainly doesn't taste like coffee. It tastes like someone poured coffee flavor inside my Coke, which is fitting because this is already vanilla Coke. So it's like they took a vanilla Coke and they put some like coffee powder in there, like instant coffee. You know, it doesn't ruin it, but it certainly doesn't help it either. You know, it's not great. I would much rather have a Coke. I like the sharpness of Coke. This is fudged that for me. Here, you try it. What do you think?
The saltiness is gone.
It doesn't taste sharp, huh? Coke has that zingy taste.
It kind of ruined it.
It's 0 calories. It's not bad. It's not bad, but I would never seek this out again. And I don't crave this. You know, it's got a lot of, it tastes a little bit like Coke, it tastes a little bit like coffee, and it's really sweet. So, I mean, there's that. It tastes really sweet.
I like that.
This is dark blend. Much smaller head. Look at that. Not nearly as much foam on this one. This one is about just as dark. It has a lot less carbonation on top. Maybe that means it's not escaped. Maybe it's trapped in the fluid more. It's maybe ever so slightly more opaque. So this is even darker. It looks less like beer. And I can already smell the Coca-Cola. So let's get a little whiff of this. It smells more like Coca-Cola than the last one, for sure. Wow, this is interesting. It tastes a lot more like Coke. At the same time, it tastes a lot more like bad office coffee, which is no bueno. And yet at the same time, I like it more because it tastes more like Coke. This one's made with real sugar, so it's 70 calories for this class. This isn't bad. This is a lot more interesting. Like, if you're gonna go with the concept of Coca-Cola and coffee fused, this one tastes much more like coffee, and the dark blend tastes much more like coffee and much more like Coca-Cola simultaneously. This, in a way, it's much better and worse because I don't really like the coffee flavor in this, but it's not that bad either. When I first drink it, it tastes very much like this is just, you know, straight up Coke. And then it has a strong aftertaste of coffee. I would still much rather have a nice cup of coffee and then have a Coke separate from each other. But if you're gonna go with one, I would go with this one. If you are keen on experiencing coffee and Coke, what it would be like if you put them together, and you don't do that yourself because you obviously could just put coffee in your Coke, right? But if you don't want to go through the hassle of putting coffee in your own Coke, well, this does the job right here. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty weird, and I don't want it anymore. Abe, would you like to try it?
Okay. Definitely Zinio.
Yeah, it tastes like Coke.
Yeah, but the problem is I don't like the coffee.
Yeah, you don't like the coffee either, huh? It's not very good coffee. That's not... It's like,
I've had good coffee before, that's not good coffee.
No, it's just, it's powdered coffee. That's what they... Yeah. Wow. I'm gonna go share this with my wife real quick. This is a cut.
6.5 hours later.
So, I tried it. I gave it to my wife. She felt the same way I did. It's a little weird. But she agrees with me. As coffee lovers, as Coke lovers, you can plainly taste both. And she was a lot more forgiving of the coffee than I was. And we thought of a way to save this. There is a way that you could take this product and make it exemplary. This could be awesome. And what it needs is a scoop of vanilla ice cream. This would be an amazing float. Like, those three things coming together, it just needs a third thing. It needs a third crazier thing to tie this together. She says vanilla ice cream. I'm thinking shot of rum, 2 shots of rum, 3 shots of rum, scoop of vanilla ice cream, coffee Coke, 4 shots of rum, scoop of vanilla ice cream, coffee, Coke. You have yourself the alcoholic beverage sensation of 2021. So that's what we think. This isn't bad. I would not go out of my way to try this again unless I had rum and vanilla ice cream, or at least vanilla ice cream. I think by itself with rum, but vanilla ice cream. That's the glue. That's the missing ingredient that would tie this together. Coca-Cola, hear us out. You need to market this as ice cream sauce. This is ice cream sauce. It's not for drinking. This is not for human consumption. This is interesting. This is an interesting trick. You took 2 things that don't go together and you said, hey, let's stick them together. No one's ever done that before. Not since the platypus. God took a duck and a beaver and stuck them together. And if only it had ice cream, it would be perfect. So good job. Good job. I don't really want to drink that anymore. But not bad. Good job. Have you guys tried Coca-Cola with coffee? What do you think? Is this a disaster? Or is this something that you'd like to have? Please, por favor, let us know in the comments what you think of Coca-Cola with coffee. Thanks for watching. Bye now. Cut.